Charles just bought a second-hand sofa. However, when he was cleaning it, he found some cash hidden under the sofa cushion. When he opened it, he found there were at least several million. Charles couldn't believe it was true. Had God really favored him so much? It turned out that Charles had been having a hard time recently because he was too honest and simple, and his meager income couldn't support his family. So his girlfriend proposed to break up with him, but that wasn't all the bad luck. When he went to work the next day, the boss said the company was in great difficulty now, so he fired Charles for some excuse. In the evening, Charles had nowhere to go. He heard that his neighbor had a room to rent, so Charles immediately went to see the neighbor. But after seeing the house, Charles was stunned, because not only was the rent high, but also there was no furniture included. The only things were a chair and the fishing rod he brought. Exhausted physically and mentally, Charles was ready to take a rest. As a result, he sat down and smashed the chair to pieces, so he could only barely sleep on the disintegrated chair for one night. Early the next morning, the landlord came to the door. He said he had sat on this chair for 20 years without breaking it, but Charles broke it on the first day of moving in, so he must make compensation. Charles had no way out, so he took out his mobile phone and was looking for a similar chair on the second-hand platform. Soon he saw a sofa at a low price. Charles immediately found the seller, paid the money, and then moved the sofa back home. When he was cleaning the sofa, Charles accidentally found the cash inside. He thought about various plans on how to deal with this money. The first plan was to travel around the world with the cash. However, the travel agency told him that only domestic routes were currently available, so Charles was going to execute the second plan. That is to buy a villa in the suburbs first and enjoy the life of the rich for a while. But after looking for many agents, he couldn't find a suitable villa, so Charles could only hide this money first and plan what to do later. But a few days later, a group of people with unknown identities suddenly came to the door.